Hello and welcome to Matt Loves Eurovision. It's my Eurovision 2024 Top 37 countdown, place number 26, Cyprus, Silia Kapsis and Liar. Please do click on the subscribe button, ring that notification bell and like, share and comment below. Link to the music video is in the description as well as to my blog post. Now, this year marks Cyprus's 40th appearance in the contest. And while the Mediterranean island has yet to win, they did come close in 2018 with Fuego and have had a pretty consistent record of qualification in recent years. They've only had one non-qualification since 2015, and last year's 12th place by Australian Andrew Lambrou was their best result since 2005, aside from Fuego. They've gone down under again this year in their choice of artist with Sydney-born Silia Kapsis, who will be hoping to keep up Cyprus's consistent results. Now, Silia was born in Australia. She's got Cypriot and Greek parents, and she grew up in Sydney. She's been involved in the performing arts from a very young age, from about the age of 4, and she's still very youthful. At 17, she is the youngest singer in this year's contest. She's got a very broad performing arts repertoire, so she's worked in dance before. She's also got some acting experience from 2022, and of course she is a singer, and she has several released singles to her name. She was internally selected by the Cypriot broadcaster, invariably how they select their entry. I can't recall there being a Cypriot national selection or a public national selection, but certainly all the ones in the recent years have been internal. Now, the song Liar is very firmly in the kind of the up-tempo, girly dance bop genre that we've come to know so well at Eurovision. It's a genre that Cyprus have used frequently, particularly since 2018. There is an experienced composer behind it, the Greek Dimitris Kontopoulos. He's penned over a dozen Eurovision songs. It's a great success, it has to be said. He's had 2 runners-up places, 2 third places, a set of other top 10 results as well. And this song drives along pretty purposefully. It's a good quality, upbeat Eurovision bop. Perhaps I would say it is a little unoriginal, and it does feel like Cyprus have got stuck into a bit of a groove of sending this type of song, this type of singer. It does feel like you've heard this several times before. That said, it's a competent entry. Showrunners are confident enough to put it into the have it open Eurovision 2024. It's in the first song in the semi-final 1. In the scoreboard app, it's doing fine, not high, but not low either. And if you look at just the semi-final 1 in the scoreboard app, Cyprus look pretty comfortable there too, in terms of likelihood to qualify. And if you look at the betting odds, now the betting odds have just recently opened for who is likely to qualify from each semi-final. They're currently sitting, or at the time of recording, they're sitting in 6th place. Added to that, you have Kontopoulos' record. He has only got 1 non-qualification out of all of the songs where he's been involved. And that non-qualification was still in 11th place, so only just narrowly missed out. Plus, you've got Celia's dance experience, which, this sort of song inevitably has a dance break or has that sort of a moment to sort of shine there. But I would just strike a note of caution on this entry. This is obviously, as I say, it's opening the show. Never before have we had where all 4 of the first 4 performing songs qualify for the grand final. I've taken it for the first 4 as the example because in the 5th song is actually going to be the UK, which is people don't vote for. So it's kind of almost like it acts as a sort of a little bit of a buffer to the songs afterwards. Only once before has all 4 songs have got through, but not because of the vote. In 2008, one of the songs was put through by by a special jury or by juries, and that had come 12th in the overall voting. So in actual reality, there's never been a case where all 4 songs have finished in the top 10 or the qualification spots in order to qualify for the grand final. And where you've got countries like Lithuania, who've got a very strong song and a big diaspora going. You've got Serbia as well, strong song, potential to a certain extent some neighbour voting and diaspora. And then you have Ireland as well, which is obviously a very bold and risky entry and very striking. I suspect one of these songs may not qualify. I think it's hard to see all 4 qualifying, and I think Cyprus may be one of the ones that's at risk of not qualifying. So I think it would probably be a bit of a shock non-qualification to some people, or to many people. But I do think there is a chance of that happening. And I think it'll only become clearer once we actually get to the staging and the rehearsals, and you can start to see the flow of how the show is going. But that's what I think about Cyprus Century this year. What do you think? Let me know in the comments, as always. We'll take care, and we'll see you soon.